Greetings, most honorable listeners and masters of the martial arts. I am Travis.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Big Los.
And this is CTE, and this is going to be an experience for y'all. And if you didn't know, we are sponsored by the Virtual Fight Tour, the best darn one-on-one set fight sport martial arts entertainer in the world. Yes, we can say world now because
they global, baby.
We took it globally.
We take it over, baby.
Yeah. So yes. So Virtual Fight Tour. Make sure you guys support. Make sure you guys get your tickets. Make sure y'all buy the paraphernalia. Make sure y'all tell Jesse what kind of a great job he does. Make sure y'all compete in the last man standing. Do everything y'all can because Jesse and the Virtual Fight Tour are trying to change the game, gentlemen.
Sir, hey, wait a minute.
Okay, go ahead.
You see they put a date on it?
No, did they?
Right, hey, you see they put a date on it?
No. I did not see they put a date. When is?
Oh! It's February.
February?
Yeah, I'm looking up the exact day right now. I just seen it. The grudge match. Shoot, I swear I just saw that they posted something about it being up in February.
Let me tell you something.
What's up?
If I don't like somebody and I'm petty, I'd send them a Christmas gift. Some kind of petty Christmas gift. Just send it down there like, here you go.
You know what I would send people?
A big dog, pile of dogs.
No, sir.
What?
Pack of Charmin.
Oh, Pack of Charmin. Call them soft. Los, yeah. What would be the pettiest thing you would do?
I don't do petty stuff.
It's fun, man. I would never send nobody a pack of Charmin either. Those
I would, but Los,
I would not either.
What would be the pettiest thing you could think of that you would do?
Yes.
I can't even think of anything that would be petty. Like I just don't.
Mr. Serious.
No, I'm not serious. I don't move in that space. I can't even think of like what I'll do that was just like grimy or petty to someone. I just don't live in that space. So it's kind of hard. Like you mean like
fair.
Okay.
You asked me a question. I gave you my answer. What? What else you want? Like
anyway,
I said fair. I ain't
sorry, my bad.
Did you find a date, Chris?
No.
Okay.
I think it was, right. Might have redacted. My bad.
My man.
Oh, February 4th. Sorry.
For all of our friends, you listen to me.
You look confused. It's that time of year. Why you look confused, Los? It's that time of year.
What I say. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
You can't get that no more. Y'all know.
I like how you turned your mic down too. So.
I can't say.
Holy night.
Santa, I make my runs about the break of day. They call me Backdoor Santa.
Y'all know nothing about Backdoor Santa.
Runs about the break of day.
Let's go ahead and get this show on the run. On
you played a song called Backdoor Santa.
Oh, you don't know what this is about?
I make all the little girls happy while the boys go out to play. Look at him.
Sneaking in that back door.
Ain't like old Saint Nick. He don't come but once a year. Look at him. Ain't like old Saint Nick. He don't come but once a year.
Never mind. But look at him.
I come running with my sack girl you call me dear.
Oh yeah. That goes in. How y'all just playing?
So February the 4th. February the 4th is the grudge match. We have an official date for the VFT grudge match. February 4th, it will be going down. Get your popcorn ready and stay tuned, baby.
Buy your tickets.
Direct
People.
from the source. Yo, get it.
Buy
Get
your tickets. Understand?
it. And if you don't have it, you should watch that trailer again. It's hilarious.
All right. How are you guys feeling? How is everything going? It's been 2 weeks since we did the show. That is my fault, people. I was, as you can hear some of the remnants. I was sick last week very badly. I was down. It's been. I thought I got better, and then I got sick again, and then I just said, "Screw it, I'm doing what I need to do and going places where I need to go." But it's what it is. How are you guys doing this week, man?
I had a pretty darn good weekend, actually. My son competed in a tournament. It was fantastic to watch.
He competed at Tony's?
Yeah.
All right.
Last minute decision last weekend. Well. So, did we talk? No, did we talk about Thanksgiving weekend? Did we?
No, because that was the weekend we were off.
Okay. So.
You can talk about it.
No, I went down and we got our son baptized, and so
Malachi had a big week.
no. Malachi's already been baptized. It was our.
Okay.
So no. Rona went down and got baptized. We went down and saw my instructor, Mr. Smith. He was always down there. And then he asked, "Hey, Malachi, are you going to be at the tournament?" And he was like, "Yeah." "Are you going to compete?" "Yeah." I was like, "When did this happen?" "Just now." And then so I got to watch him go to a tournament, and the little boy broke my heart.
What did he do? What did he do? Forms?
Forms of fighting.
Okay.
No, you have to do both.
Okay.
You don't get a choice.
So how did he? First off, hold on.
I can tell he don't like forms.
I'm just curious. How was it? What were you feeling watching your son step on?
Okay, no, I gotta set this for you, bro.
Yeah,
no,
please.
No. Listen. We get there, Matt, early because I want to try to go out and help Mr. Young, all that. And then we sit down. I'm like, all right, buddy. So sparring's first. When I go over there and kind of we get ready, and then I'm going to coach you, and he goes, "I don't want you to coach me." I was like, "Well, what was that?" He said, "No, I don't want you to coach me." I was like, "Well, can I stand there and cheer for you?" He goes, "No." I was like, "Can I watch?" He goes, "If you're quiet." He is 6, and this is legitimately the conversation that I have with him. And I go, "Really? I'm not allowed to?" "Nope. I got this." Okay. I sit there in the chair. I'm kind of trying not to cry because my son just told me, go away. At his first tournament, I'm a little set. He puts his stuff on. He goes to the ring. He gets ready to go. He meets up with MBS kids because he knows Justin. And he jumps in line with them, and he just goes practice with them. And he told me to kind of shoooed me away twice.
So what happened?
And then he got second. He lost to a kid from Zach Ross's school who's 7 years old and stands up to hear to me. This kid. I looked over at this kid and I was like, "Ooh, he's gonna have a rough day, buddy." It was good. He fought like a champ. Got kicked in the face. I thought he was gonna cry, and he got up, and I was kind of leaning in. He kind of shooed me away again. Got up all teary-eyed. He cut an angle and hit him with a blitz. And then
was Katie there?
No, not for Malachi sparring.
Okay.
No. I don't think she could have done that, or he could have done that. I don't think that would have worked out. But especially with that kid kicking him, God, that kid was big. But that was and then he didn't win. He got second. It was no big deal. But he was super excited because he got a trophy.
Yeah.
There were 3 kids, and he got second, so he didn't care.
Yeah. How did he do in forms?
Nah, he's not a force guy. No. He goes out there. He just did his ready stance, and then he went bow, and then ran the side out. Done.
Los, did your kids compete?
Joe did too. James and Joe, not my girls, but James and Joe did. James competed when he was like 6. He was like a gold belt. It was awesome. It was like his first event. He actually won the division. It was just like,
nice.
it was like a real cool, like, it's like, so when you explain that moment, he didn't shoot me away.
Oh, okay.
He didn't shoot me away. But it was just like, it was really, really exciting to see him. That was like probably one of my moments with James. Like that was like, I'll hold on to forever. So it was pretty cool. And then Joe's competed a little bit. He's come to Detroit, did Ski's event a couple times.
Right.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. No, my girls never really competed. My daughter competed. We had like an not in school. We had like a local tournament I did. She competed there. My older daughter, she got punched in the eye. She was like, I'm done. Like
says, nah, I'm good. Thanks.
This isn't for me. Like, yeah, y'all can do that. Y'all can have that.
Twice. She got punched in the eye twice.
So did the youngest try it? So she
she don't even train. My youngest don't even train.
Oh, okay.
Nah, I'm good, Dad. That's what's up.
Not for me.
No, that's cool.
Man, Los, you were missed, man. The 2 out of 3 were in Atlanta this weekend.
2 out of 3 were in Atlanta.
Rick and Ski.
Oh yeah. Ski told me he's going down. I don't think I've ever been to that tournament. I have to make it down on one time. Just come see everybody too.
Just the people that come, like
I heard.
There were more people there than people who competed. Like,
yeah, it really is.
I mean, like, yeah. EJ, AP, Rini, like.
Yeah, for you guys who don't know, we're talking about Tony Young's end of the year-end nationals.
Year-end nationals
that he does in
yes,
December.
First weekend of December. Every year, religiously, every year, and people show out for this event. Like I
said, I talked to Ski today. He told me that he was down there. Said you was there and everybody.
Yeah, Dallas.
He goes like every year. It sounds like
a lot. He
goes a lot. Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
His relationship with Tony is like,
you
know, that was his idol. You know what I mean? So,
and then he gets, with Ricky too. So,
yeah.
Well, that's an easy trip. I think that would be an easy trip for him.
I should have did it because I missed Vegas.
I could have came. It was fun.
Yeah.
He told me about they went to a shrimp and grit spot I got to go to now.
What's shrimp and grit spot?
Shoot, I wrote it down. I got that sent to you.
All right. I mean, I was around, but I left Thursday. I was in Thursday.
Yeah, I know. I saw with the vote thing.
Oh yeah. I had to go vote. Yeah. I was like, oh yeah, I had to go vote. That's I had to stop by. You know what I'm saying?
So your official address is Atlanta? Is Georgia?
Yeah, my official Atlanta. My official address for now is still Atlanta.
Okay.
Taxes, Martial Arts Center Network, it's all Atlanta. So yeah. Los, how was your last couple of weeks? You know what I mean? Thanksgiving and everything, and then this week.
Thanksgiving was cool. We just me and the family. That's pretty much it on that. And then I celebrated my youngest 2's birthdays this past weekend. So my daughter was Friday, my son is Saturday. We had both of their like birthday celebrations on Saturday, so it's kind of a busy weekend.
Yeah.
Other than that, everything else is just good. That's what it is.
Yeah,
it's cool.
That's what's up.
How about you, sir?
How was your couple weeks? Thanksgiving.
Busy. I mean, sick and busy. That's pretty much what it was. So Thanksgiving. Got to spend time with the family. That was one of the more fun Thanksgiving days. Just the conversation all the family was having. It was just funny. It was different. Like one of my cousins, she was supposed to be at work. She kept coming over, like getting plates. And we're like, wait, aren't you supposed to be at work? She was like, she a nurse. She's like, yeah.
She must work for the hospital.
Yeah. She's like, I'm a head nurse. Like, yeah, I'm doing this.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Sitting there eating and talking. We're like,
she work at the hospital.
Yeah. She kept leaving and coming back. Like, what are you doing?
The hospital may not be too far.
Yeah. So, but it was it was a fun day. And then Friday is our annual where we did our cousins night. So all the cousins got together and we went out. Ironically, the 2 oldest cousins, the 2 oldest cousins that were there were the ones who stayed out the latest. Me and my cousin Jessica stayed out the latest. Everybody else went home early. That was a random places that we went to a wine bar, a Christmas bar, and then like a sports bar. It's like we bounced to 3 different spots that you should not be bouncing to. It's like the crowds were completely different every place we went.
You said a Christmas bar?
A Christmas bar. Yeah, so like it's like a pop-up Christmas bar where they have like
Okay.
Christmas lights and Christmas drinks and like people are dressed up in Christmas attire and stuff like that.
Is
It's
it like inside a building or is it like outside, like a driveway?
no, it's inside the building. This one is inside the building. So they have a couple across. Like Atlanta has about 5 or 6 of them that are around there. That I was supposed to go to, but I was too sick this past week. But yeah, so we did that, and then on Saturday I started to feel it. That throat, and back in that throat, you start like, yeah, I'm about to,
I'm gonna be sick.
something about to happen. And then Sunday I was completely this is horrible.
Bro.
This is horrible, but I was sick Sunday, right? But I had tickets to the Pistons game for all of the Plowden men, so we all went to the Pistons game, and I was not going to miss it, so I went anyway. So I'm sitting there, where everybody cheering. I'm just sitting there like, feeling it, right? So get there, and then we had that. That was cool. I would have been better if I wasn't sick, but that it is what it is. And then on Monday, I flew to Atlanta to vote, but I was sick, so I was still, yo. You know how when you fly and you start to land, your ear pops.
Yes.
I guess because I had sinuses, I was clogged up, congestion. My ear popped, but it did not unpop for like 3 days. It was just so I'm assuming like the congestion got in my ear and it was just like sitting in there. So it was like it's what it is. So I started to feel better on Wednesday. I was like, all right, cool. I had some mulled wine or whatever, and then on Thursday I had to fly to Miami. And bruh, Wednesday it was gone. My ear was good. I don't know what happened. I woke up Thursday morning. I was feeling like crap again. I flew, and it went boom. Literally, it's not bad. Like out of my ear, I still can. I'm gonna have to go to the doctor to see like what's going on with my ear because it just is what it is. And then, but I was down there and I already bought my tickets for Art Basel, so it was like I'm gonna have to muster it up, taking all kind of medicine, trying to go and do it. And yeah, I got thoughts on that, but this is a karate podcast. I know
just really quick though, before we get to that, what is the scene like?
Art Basel?
No, just in general.
Wait, what scene?
The scene, like you just get to live the scene. Like me and Chris is like
we grinding.
We home.
Trav, like I'm over here.
Yeah, like what is? Well, seriously, what is the? Can you just share with us what the scene is like? Like, what is it like to be able to just to pop up in all these different spots? The Christmas spot, this and that, blah. Like, you just get to move so fluidly, and so you get to hit the scenes that you want to hit. Just to be in them scenes. Like, what is that like? Like, what is that like? What is that like? Like, what is that? Like, what is like?
All right, so here's one thing.
Do you ever think of like this is actually like pretty fucking like this is pretty dope. So I get to do this. I get to be in this type of spaces, like, you know what I mean, and this type of energy, this type of crowd. This is kind of what I wanted to be able to do. Like, I feel.
Yes.
What is that like?
Yes and no, right? So it's like when you get into these crowds, like, so when we went to the Pistons game, we were like third row, right? Right close to the floor. And I don't even want to say it like this, but I mean, like, so the tickets. All right. Anyway, we got the tickets. I'm sitting here watching this, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm mad because I can't be on the floor yet, right? I see them. I see the people who are walking, and it gets me to a point where there's still more to go, right? Like, it's almost like, and then, so like when I went to Art Basel, right? I go to Art Basel, and I saw this painting. It was beautiful. I was like, dang, how much is this? $35,000. I'm not there yet. So it's like, damn. So I'm having all these experiences that are dope as hell, but it's like there's another
level to it.
It's another level.
Yeah,
and it's like, so like when I was over in Europe, and I think I was in Barcelona, and I was in Barcelona, I started walking, and I saw these yachts. I mean, these yachts were just like ridiculously large. Like, they look like cruise ships. And I'm looking at this thing, and I'm just sitting here like, yeah, this is free. I mean, I'm not free. It's a great experience, but it's like you're invited into the lobby because honestly, when you have that much money, you can do this. You have this freedom, and it's like I have the freedom, but it's still like this. You only get to go so far, right? And that is it's like it's dope as hell, but it's like damn. Now I gotta. I'm here with people who are. Oh yeah, you talk to them and they got this business and they do paper or whatever the case may be, and it's like, wait, what? How much are you making off of selling paper? You gross $3-4 million a year? Like, yo, how is this possible? Like, you start thinking about all this other stuff. Like, yo, I would never think that that's it. And then you come back and you have these meetings. I had a meeting with a guy, and he was telling me about how it's like. He was like, look, I make about $400,000 a year, right? I was like, all right. And he said, in 6 months, if I lose my job, I'm going to be broke. When you stop and think of that, and you're like, yo, what? But he tells me about like, I'm doing this. He got all these businesses that he's leveraged. So even though he's making like $400,000 a year, it's, the other businesses are basically taking him like, yo, I can get wiped out quick. So it's like, it's not just that. It's so many different. You think you get to a level and you're like, damn, I'm good. And you look behind you and it's like, yeah, I'm there, but damn, it's like I got 30 more miles to go before
there's a book called The Gap in the Game. I've been reading that, right? It's a really good book. And it talks about, sometimes like I said, I'm sitting here listening to you and I'm saying to you like, yo, you going to this place, you going to that place, you're that. And you like, yeah, but
Right.
like, you know what I mean? And I'm like, nah, bro, you don't understand. Like, you focus on the gap. You're not focused on what you gain to be able to have yourself be in those spaces just to begin with. Right.
Oh yeah.
And then we start focusing on that other 20 to 25% that we don't have. Right. Not that we won't get there, but man, just hearing what you're saying, like knowing that there's another level, like everything. I feel like in my business, like we're doing really, really well. Right. And then I see someone else like, dang, but they doing it like
they got it.
I'm like, how the heck? Like, you know what I mean? But I have to sit back and think about like, man, like where we've come from, you know what I mean? All the way to where we are now. You get what I'm saying? And to be able to do some of the things that we're able to do, knowing that as long as we keep, following this pattern and making some adjustments we got to make, that we should be able to keep growing. But the people that are growing are going to probably keep growing as well.
Yeah.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So just, so just kind of bringing it back, if you could just tell me what that experience is like without telling me about the other people, because those are the people I'm focused on. I'm focused on you and what you doing and how you experience it. Like, I get that you get there, you like, oh man, but I want to be there.
I wish I want to be here. Yeah.
But when you are here in this moment, 3 rows from the thing, I saw the Art Basel thing. It was like 50 and all those guys. Like, there's like a lot of, it's like a confidence stuff too, right?
It's turned into this.
It's like a whole thing.
It's like an event.
Yeah, it's turned into a huge event all around Miami. But the problem I had was just the simple fact that I was not feeling my best.
Yeah.
So I couldn't experience everything.
But the other thing I'm saying to you too, Travis, like right now you talking about these 2 things. I'm talking about as a whole, like, bro, like this whole journey I've been on with you guys, like you have been able to put yourself kind of in the different scenes. Right. Yeah. When I ask about that, like, what is that like? Like, I'm going to this wine tasting place, or I'm going here, like, what is that like? Like, what is that? And I'm not saying it's got to be like gratifying or that. It's got to give you some sense of, I don't know. Maybe because I've been locked down for so long that I haven't had a chance to experience that. And maybe it's like a catch-22 type of thing. You get what I'm saying?
Like last year, so let's go back. I have to go back to how I felt last year.
Yeah.
Like the beginning of last year and how the beginning.
Wait, I know we're a sport karate show, but we're talking real stuff right now, people. Because somebody can take something from this conversation, right? So let's have this conversation.
All right. So,
and you notice I'm engaged now. I'm in.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Life. We're talking about life right now.
Right. I sit out like this is what we're gonna talk about today, and then we are nowhere near that. Right.
we get there.
Yeah. But anyway, so like last year when I first started and I started to go to the West Coast, it was just such a freeing feeling of not having to go into the office and be in a gray cubicle, right? Or being in an office with no windows, or being in an office where you're having to constantly, for a person who doesn't, right? I know people don't know this, but I don't really like talking to people. I don't really, unless I really am cool with you, I don't really like talking to people. I don't really like engaging people. It's draining for me. I don't like small talk. It is what it is. So being forced into that corporate environment of having to do that annoys me, right? But one of the things I like to do is just kind of observe people and watch people and see different things of how they interact with each other, and just kind of chuckle to myself. So being able to go out and say, all right, I'm in Phoenix, and the next week I'm going to be in Portland because I've never done it. I just want to go and see it. That is such I don't have to have vacation days. I don't have to use vacation days because it's just like I never feel like trapped. So that is that feeling that I want to continue to have.
That's great.
And part of that, but that part leans into me thinking long term of, okay, me and this company are not seeing eye to eye on things. I need to find another company that's just like this, that I can have this freedom to do that, or I'm going to have my own company where I have this freedom to be able to be here and work from here and do this and da da da. So, when I go out and I see all these things, that's why I'm always thinking about what's my next move, because I know that this is only temporary. This position that I'm in right now is only temporary because of my relationship in the company. So, but to answer your question directly, it's freeing. Being able to just say, you know what, I want to go do this. Let me go do this. I want to buy this. I'm going to buy this. I'm going to go do X, Y, Z. It's like, it's freeing. But at the same time, there is a side that I've never really talked about to anybody. Is that when you go to these places and you by yourself, you meet all these different people. And there's an expectation. All right. I meet women everywhere I go. All right. let's put this out here. All right. Everywhere I go, I meet 2-3 different women. Right. And when I'm there, there's this expectation of, oh, you're going to fall in love with me. You're going to stay here. And I'm like, I'm not going to stay here. But there's also a part of me where I want to take somebody and be like, yo, I just want you to experience what I'm experiencing right now. Talk to you and have that companionship. But that at the other time, it's like, yeah, but if you can't do what I'm doing,
what are we doing?
I'm not giving up this this freedom just to be sitting in the house with you. That's just not where I'm going to do. So
at this time, right? I mean, at this time,
at this time,
it's
like, yo, how long and that's the other thing. How long do you want to continue doing this? But whatever it is, I still want that freedom of being able to do what I want when I want and spend the money. It is and be able to save as much as I'm being able to save. That's another part of it, of saying that, hey, I can save up, 100, 200,000, just keep pushing this off to the side, not really worrying about it, and then just going around and doing what I need to do. So like someone like, I don't know for Chris, but for me, like a lot of or most of us coming up, right? A lot of our opportunity to go and see places was through karate, like, you mean through martial arts, right? So like as I became more adult and kind of stepped a little bit away from the competition thing, I enjoyed being able to go places that was not based on karate probably more and appreciate it more. That I was actually able to experience the place that I'm in, right? Yes.
Like when we went to Costa Rica for Raymond, right? Like for his little bachelor thing, like that was so, like I still all my karate boys and stuff, right? But it was just like, it wasn't karate. Like we just enjoyed the, just everything that we took in from that. And that was, like those are things that I personally, I watch you and I see how you're doing your thing with what you're doing. It's like, man, like I don't want to say I envy you, but it's like that's how it's inspiring, right? It's like how I would like to live. I mean, and I would love for my wife to be able to go with me, but I know she's not on that level of traveling and wanting to do that with our young kids and everything like that. So then it's like, but I can't go by myself, because if I go by myself, then I'm being a selfish person. I'm not bringing that. You know what I mean? So it's like
you're gonna be single again.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd be single, but
No, I'm saying he gonna divorce you. Or while you
you know what I'm
travel
saying?
the
Like,
world.
But Los, nah, but we there.
yeah, but you know what I mean. So it's like, and again, it's not that I don't. It's not that I don't appreciate what I have. Like you mean, like I really do. But I also look at, you know, kind of like some things that you've been able to experience. Like I want to go to Puerto Rico. Like you mean, but I know it's gonna be really hard for me to get my wife to go to Puerto Rico with me. Right. So then, who am I going with? Like you mean?
Actually, I was looking at buying a spot down there.
Say again.
I was looking at buying a spot down there.
So who am I gonna go with? Like you mean? I gotta find my boys to go with. Like you mean? Like I'm the type of person that I will have no problem with just going on a trip by myself.
Yeah.
Right.
Like you get what I'm saying? Just go and just be somewhere and just
Trav.
and be by myself. Like you mean, for a weekend or whatever. And so that just again, just you're inspiring. I hope you're appreciating it and enjoying it. And like you said, when that time comes, it'll come. Like you mean, but right now, you know, keep it where it's at for yourself. So with that being said, how you can just get up and go, and how you know that in your position that you're in right now, you know it's going to come to an end or something's going to change at some point. I think that's kind of the same thing that happened with Dion. Dion had nowhere else to go where he was at. And it was kind of like, all right, what are we going to do next?
Oh, I was thinking about somebody from karate about Dion. But no.
Look at that segue, baby.
Oh, shit. Okay. All right. That's what it is. Look, yeah. So I wanted to talk about this Dion thing because I've been watching it, all how everything played out, and I was trying to. So here's my whole thought process. I've been on both sides of this whole argument, right? Back a few weeks ago when they first came out, both of y'all on this.
Y'all are healthy though.
Hilarious. I'm gonna make that a clip, right?
You
there.
got a Kool-Aid cooler. I got a Juicy Juice. 100%.
Yeah, I know. I'd rather have a juicy juice right now.
All right. Both. But I was on this a few weeks ago when they came out and said he gets going to go to Colorado or USF, and I was like, you might as well stay at Jackson State. Like going to Colorado or USF. I'm like, yeah, why? And I know somebody who is close to that situation. So they text me and was like, hey, look, I'm gonna tell you why this is happening. I was like, all right. And basically, you know, it has to come down to, you know, his son and everything. It comes down to his son as well as, you know, money, as well as I don't know, like the facilities, like they said when his son experienced what Colorado had at their facilities, it's like, yo. And then you start thinking about all the stuff that Mississippi had problems with. Like, you couldn't take a bath. This is Deion Sanders they got to boil water down there in Jackson, Mississippi.
What do you mean?
So they had this their water down there got contaminated, and the whole city of Jackson didn't have clean water. So now you're Deion Sanders with your kids, and you got to boil water. Like, they had like a whole thing about this thing. Like, yo, what is this? Like, why? And then, like, the government wasn't actually stepping in to help resolve the issue or whatever.
They didn't have no money no more. They had put it somewhere else.
Yeah, right. Brett Favre. So it's like you can't expect him to stay a place where he was making $300,000 and somebody comes to you and say, hey, I'm gonna give you $5 million. Fam, I'm out of here. Like, I get what you're working on, but
like when you take into account that the facilities aren't good, you got adding in everything else. Like, it's kind of like, yeah, I was hoping he was going home, but like, you know, that really.
Actually, a source told me, I got sources. A source told me, because I was thinking, like, when they said Colorado and USF, I'm like, yo, why did not go to like Georgia Tech? Like, let's stop playing. I know Georgia Tech would love to have Deion. It's Atlanta, right? You know, Deion in Atlanta recruiting. Like, fam, Georgia Tech would get turned around like that, right? And one of the things they said, they were like, yeah, but he gets all the control if he goes to those two schools.
Colorado,
like,
right?
Yeah, so he has complete control. Like, Auburn was another one that was in the mix trying to, you know, talk him into it. But
he wants to be able to create what he created at Jackson State.
Yeah,
correct.
If he goes to some of these other places, they're not going to give him that opportunity to do that, right?
And a lot of these boosters are going to be in his ear. No, you got to do this, you got to do this, and he's like, yo, let me be me. Let me do what I want to do. XYZ. And Colorado and USF, we're gonna give them that freedom, like we talked about before, that freedom to do what you want to do, how you want to do it, right? And so with that, Deion was just like, "Look, man, I'm going over to Colorado." So I'm like, I would have loved for him to go to Michigan State. You know what I mean?
I want to go to Florida State.
So you had no problem with him leaving Jackson State. You was more like, where you going? Why are you going to go to
Well, originally, when they first started talking about it, people about 2 months ago,
right?
People started saying that Deion may leave. And I was like, "Yeah, bugging. Deion trying to build up HBCUs. He ain't going nowhere."
Deion built up the HBCUs. Though.
Yeah, he. I didn't know he got a 10-year deal for ESPN to show HBCU games for $120 million. So like that right there, he's generated money.
Everything forward.
Yeah, he's generated a lot for HBCUs just in that in general.
Yeah. So pretty much he set it up for you guys. Y'all just got to do your part.
Keep doing.
Put good product on the field. You know what I mean?
And I always had a question to people, you know, because there's this thing of PWIs versus HBCUs for Black people that this our discussion that happens all the time. And I asked them, I say, because they talk about the money that goes to HBCUs.
What's a PWI?
Predominantly white institution.
Oh, okay.
And so and
that's a real acronym.
Yeah, I mean it's acronym in our world. I don't know if it's being used outside. I would think it was, but you know, I know it is. But it
just flowed off, so I didn't know what it meant.
Yeah, it's PWI.
Is that like a union?
I mean,
Is it a union? I kind of.
But no, they So with that, and I always ask them like people who graduate or alumni from HBCUs, and I'm like they talk about the money and you know that I'm like, so do you donate? And they look at me funny. I'm like, well, that's the reason right there. Like if the alumni aren't donating, that's why so many of these PWIs are flourishing, is because they're getting money donated to them. And the HBCUs the alumni just don't donate back, and that's why the institutions are failing. One of the reasons why they're failing because they need money. Does it surprise me?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't surprise me. And but the thing is, I don't think people realize that. I don't think people really pay attention to that they should probably be donating back to the school. I've never donated to Michigan State or University of Detroit
because they got the other alumni.
They got their
which ones? The ones that got the big yachts that you want to get.
Exactly.
The ones you see out of Detroit, Michigan, the Florida. Oh yeah, you went to Michigan State. Go on and give them your money.
Yeah, no, they're not getting my money. But yeah. What are your thoughts on the whole Deion stuff?
You want my honest answer?
Yeah.
I really don't care. I really don't. I mean, he just upgraded his job. That's no different than anybody else. Like, you know what I mean? He went beyond what people thought he was going to be able to do.
Oh, absolutely.
When he went there, right?
Above and beyond.
So, I mean, Colorado, what have you? I knew he was going to go to a D1 school when he's in the commercial with
FBS,
whatever you want to call it.
FBS school.
Yeah, I don't use that. Just D1. But Colorado's a D1 school, though, right?
It's a FBS school. They don't say D1, D2, and all that anymore.
Who doesn't say that?
That's not what it's called. Not for football.
It's not Division I football anymore.
It's FBS and FCS.
Oh yeah, I don't follow that. No. But anyway, so when I saw him with Nick Saban, I knew he was going to be going to a bigger college at some point. I thought he may have gone to Alabama, and Nick was going to retire at some point. Like, you know what I mean? So like,
no, he was going to be down the road at Auburn. Is where he was going to be.
Yeah,
they just didn't want to give him the control. So
that's what it is.
That's how that works.
Yeah, he's a heavy personality.
Yes, that's kind of what it is. It's got to have a place that can either handle it or figure that out.
Yeah, but you know what's funny? All of this is because of what happened last year, and him taking that top recruit.
Heck yeah.
The moment he did that, everybody's like, "Wait a minute!
Wait a minute!
You can't be doing that now."
your
no.
son and who everybody else who would play for Dion. Like, I mean,
And
honestly,
what do you
as a
think about to do
recruiting-
to
as a
Jackson
recruiting
State?
thing. What?
What do you think about to do to Jackson State? Where them players about to go?
Oh, yeah,
Transport
yeah.
portal.
His son is already in the transfer portal. He's already. He told.
Yeah, did you see the interview that he did with Colorado when he got there or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also saw that the quarterback they had at Colorado has entered the transfer portal.
Yeah, you already know what time it is.
Josh McCown's kid, he's gone.
I bet there's gonna be a few more coming up soon. He's like I told
Yeah.
you, I'm bringing I got my own luggage.
Yeah, he said I'm bringing
I'm bringing my luggage, and it's
Yeah.
Louis Vuitton. I was like, oh, yo, man.
Yeah. But I do have a question for you, Los, because you said something I was going to ask you in particular. Is it an upgrade?
I believe it's an upgrade as far as college competition and like his level of where he's at. Like you said, FBS, right? So it's not just a HBCU; it's FBS now. So now he has the opportunity to possibly play in
Play in the big school, yeah, right.
or do some of the other stuff that he can't really do at Jacksonville, right? So to me, that's an upgrade for him. I don't know if the school itself or what he's. I don't know. I don't know about the program down there.
They were 1-11 last year.
Yeah. So if he gets them to what 6-6,
Right.
to a bowl game, like you know what I mean, like that's a huge.
That's a
But a
turnaround.
bowl game that'd be different than what he would have got for the players at Jacksonville. So I don't think he's just going like for him. I think it's more like the players are going to be coming to him as well, and what he's going to be able to provide for them a different
As
level
well with the
of
creative control.
You get what I'm saying? Like a different everything, but also still trying to mentor them to become the best men that they can become, right? So you're going to have a lot of our people that would never thought about Colorado as a place that they would want to go.
Yeah, no.
Because he's there, they're going to trust him.
And people didn't think about going to Jackson State either, but they ended up going. Some of these top recruits actually went there. He got a couple top recruits to go there. So yeah, I see him, making a stand. So it's gonna be interesting, man. I can't wait to see it. What's the bar for his success? What do you say that's a successful season is for him?
For him next year?
Yeah.
5-7.
5-7. Okay.
Yeah, below 500.
Yeah,
But not
I was
one
gonna say right around or under 500.
Yeah,
I gotta say he got to get to a bowl game
next year.
Mhm.
You bug.
First year to win.
I ain't say win the bowl game. He has to go to a bowl game. The reason why is because of all of the talk around him. I think he needs to get 6 games. He should be able to get 6 games. I'm not saying he needs to go to like a heavy bowl. If he goes to the Motor City
Let's see
Bowl,
what the schedule is. You know what I mean?
You can go
Yeah.
where Syracuse at the Pinstripe Bowl.
is that where y'all going?
Where Michigan State at this year?
Oh, we did not make a bowl game.
The
this
toilet
year.
bowl.
5-7. We're 5-7 this year.
He said at the home bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, the home bowl. That's exactly where we're at. We did not go anywhere.
Hmm.
And as long as the 2 seed doesn't win it, I'm happy. Doesn't win the championship, I'm happy. As long as the 2 seed don't win the championship, I'm happy. I'm good. I don't care who wins.
Who's the 2 seed?
Damn Rotens. Anyway, let's get on to some karate, people. 43 minutes in. Let's get to some karate.
Toronto?
Sure. I be forgetting that Toronto is even an actual tournament.
Because previously, we'll say, Pan Am's was the last tournament of the year.
I be forgetting Pan Am's. I do. I'm sorry. I be forgetting Pan Am. Everything after Diamonds. I'm so conditioned to think that once Diamonds is over, I don't pay attention. Like I'm like, wait, oh right, that is a tournament. There is a tournament this weekend. Okay. But
What happened at Toronto? Chris, go ahead.
Nah, Trav said he had the Ventex. I know the All Stars won teams.
Who was that?
Robbie, Kevin, I'm not sure what the third person was. One of y'all new kids.
It was one of Trevor's kids.
Brendan? Is it Brendan?
Ben
Ben.
Clark?
No,
Ben
Clark's not I think he's on team. No. No. Should have pulled that up. I didn't know we were transitioning. That's
Who won the overall?
Kevin won heavyweight, and
Dwayne
Dwayne, yeah.
Dwayne Moore won lightweight grand.
Okay.
I saw who won the women's. Oh wait, hold on. Oh yeah, it doesn't say who is on y'all team.
No, just a pick, right? Cool.
Why does it say team?
What?
It says All Stars Team Dupers International. Am I looking at this right? Oh, because Robbie probably
Registered them.
registered. Yeah. And Team United won women's. That was Elise Gorel and Savannah Wallen. I'm not gonna mess up her name. Hunter Stevens, Robbie
Hunter.
Lavoie, Hunter Stevens,
Hunter.
and Kevin Walker. And they beat Diamond G3 18-17. Looks like it's a close match. Diamond G3 is Cody, Rashad, and Dwayne. Is Liam adult now? Liam North? He's an adult now? I saw a fight. I seen him fighting in teams, so I guess so.
I guess so.
I mean, he was in that same group with Tyson and
Yeah.
Jason, so yeah, so he should be.
Sounds about right.
All right, so let me run down real quick so you guys know who fought and won. Super lightweight winner was Robbie. He beat Aiden Roscoe.
Robbie.
Lightweight was Rashad Eugene.
Nice.
I'm not sure who he beat. It doesn't tell me who won, but Rashad won that division. Dwayne Morin beat Malik Thomas from Duvers for light welter, and then Cody beat Hunter.
Okay.
Stevens.
Like Walter.
Yeah, welterweight. So light middle was Kevin Walker over Nico. Middleweight was Jacob Roche over Josh Carey. It was. I don't know what happened here. I'm assuming Kevin Dang won because it says Kevin Dang and Brian Rodriguez. Was Brian there? I don't think Brian was there.
I mean, I would have assumed he would have fought in the team.
Right, and I don't think he fought on the team. Heavyweight, I think it was just one person in there. I thought. Open weight was Hunter. Hunter won open weight.
Nice.
Over Jacob Roche. Wow, it's all okay. Women's open weight was Savannah Wolniak over Kayla Mejia.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Welcome back, Kayla.
Yes.
Why is it this stuff in order? Don't know where. I don't know who won heavyweight, but anyway, I'll tell you in a minute. Let me go to the Grand Championship rounds. Lightweight grand for women was Diana Hernandez over Kayla. Maeve McColgan over Lynn for heavyweight grand. Middleweight grand was Kevin over Jacob. Heavyweight was Kevin Dang over nobody. Dang, Kevin just got a free ride to the Grand Championships. I'm just gonna say that. Yeah, nobody.
Dang.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, one fight. Yeah, got it. So Robbie beat Rashad for the lightweight grand. Welterweight Dwayne Morin beat Cody. Then lightweight overall was Dwayne over Robbie 2-0. That was such a lightweight fight. It was 2-0. That's a lightweight grand. And then Kevin.
It is a lightweight grand.
Yeah, Kevin Walker beat Kevin Dang 2-0.
Dang.
Yeah. So whatever. Women's overall was Maeve over Diana Hernandez. All right. So let's see who won some forms and weapons. Traditional forms was Mason Stoll. He won the grand championship. Amber won overall women's weapons.
Yes. And form. She won double, right?
I don't know. I ain't got to that yet.
My bad, dog.
Esteban won the CMX forms. Amber won women's forms, so she won weapons and forms. Good job, Amber. Traditional men's weapons was won by Sam Diaz over Esteban Tremblay. CMX weapons was won by Esteban Tremblay. Women's CMX was won by, it does not have a name on this, so they got 3 people's names up there, but doesn't say. And then put in the score, so I have no idea.
All right.
So I think that's about it, unless you guys want to go for 30 plus.
No, I'm good.
I'm good. Yeah.
Does that count on our fantasy thing?
Yes, it does.
Who did I play? Who did I? Jeez, I don't think I had anybody there except for Amber, who won a grand.
I think I have Esteban. Don't I have Esteban?
I think so. You have Dawson. They have Dawson.
I think you might be right. I have. Yeah, I got Dawson and Will. Yeah, I got no points. I got Darren, I got Tyson, I got Alexa, I got Kaylin, Alex, Dawson and Will, Drew, Derek Bisbee. I need to probably check to see if Drew did anything. Michael Molina. So yeah, I have who did I play this week? I don't even think Jackson even paid attention to put the scores in yet. Because I don't think I got any points. I played Jackson. Yeah, I lost. Oh yeah, there's no way I won that one. Who did Jackson have? He had Brandon. Oh, James. Oh, Jimena. Oh, Jake. Oh, Sarah. Gabrielle. Salif. Edgar. Damn. Wait, nope. Haha. He doesn't get the points for Esteban. Because he got Esteban in the junior divisions. No points for you, sir.
Who does?
Jackson.
No
Avery.
points, sir.
So he got no points versus my no points. That is a tie.
Rashad didn't win weapons?
No, he didn't win weapons, but he won his division, so you still get points for that.
Oh, okay. I got Amber. I got Sam. I got Sam in any division because he's in my 30 spot. So any division he's in, I get points for.
Yep. So you got Sam, you got Amber, you got Rashad. Nothing else.
That's it. That's it, my guy.
Yeah, that's it. Los had Avery. He didn't fight. Tyreek, Tahira, Julia, Caitlin, Joey, Katana, Yaskar, Ben, Sophia. Yeah, I don't think anybody. Honestly, I don't know how many people got points this weekend. It's gonna be like the lowest scoring weekend of all. Because
who am I playing? Oh, I'm playing Jeff.
Jeff has Brian, and I don't think he gets any points unless he gets second. But whatever. Luis Nunes, Victoria Austin, Andrea Guzman, Alex Riggs, Lane Barrett, Diego Flores. He got himself.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't see him getting any points unless I don't know who won in these juniors. Hold on, I'm about to check for a name here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can search for.
Oh, he got Mason Stoll. Oh, he has him on the bench. Nope.
Yeah, he got him on the bench.
Nope.
Yeah, there's no point for him.
So, what about this fantasy thing?
So the standings right now, which I don't think are going to change, are Jackson, Jeff. I think Jackson won because he's going to tie with me, and Jeff loses to you. So Jeff will be 8-2, and Jackson will be 8-1-1. So he's going to skin by. You're going to get by just by a little bit. I'm going to be in 6th place. I mean, yeah, whatever, 5th place, whatever.
Yeah, okay. So you're still down there. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
But I'm not the
but-
bottom like Alex. I'm 2-7-1, baby. Chris, you 6 and 4. So yeah, you're
6 and
3rd
4.
place. Yeah, bronze medal.
I got the second most amount of points
Yeah, you
with
do.
that record by like
Yeah,
about that much. Especially because I got a bunch of points this week.
yeah. So you had a few points this week. So you'll be over 600.
Yeah.
Los, you got the third. Yeah, you got the third amount of points, but you're 3 and 6. That is crazy. I'm sorry, that's crazy.
How's that crazy?
Because
We would lose by 1 or 2 points to Jeff or Jackson. Every
you got more points than Jeff. Jeff only has 497. You got 529.
Yep.
Yeah. Good squad though, Los. You had a good squad.
Lowe's had a good squad. They just
Yeah.
didn't show up all at the same time or at the right times. But when they showed up, they won everything.
Yeah, they showed up and they won out. They showed up, showed out.
Yeah, Ben.
All right. Oh, yeah. He's welcome to Colorado. All right. So, Leo.
Yes. Bare knuckle.
No. You know, we up against it. We can do Leo, and then we'll talk about Wonder Boy next week, I guess. No, we can
Nah,
we'll
man.
try this.
Nah,
week.
man.
We get all this
squeeze
here.
both of them in real quick. I mean, Leo fought a bare knuckle boxing fight. He fought at 185. Personally, for me, I don't think he should be fighting at 185. I mean, I
No.
don't know what they gave him, did, or how it was a last minute thing. I don't know how that really worked out for him, but I don't really think he should, in my opinion, I don't think he should fight 185. Dude looked huge. Leo looked good. He was sticking and moving. He was staying outside, boxing. Rounds 1 and 2. My man stocked him down and finished with the TKO. Round 3.
He was cut.
He was cut in the first round.
Really? I didn't. You know, I skimmed
I know
through
you
it.
skimmed through it.
What-
No, he was
yeah.
cut. He was cut in the first round with like a couple of because he would like duck in and like loop a shot, and Leo would kind of just half tick back like a point fighter and stick him with a good 1-2, and then he'd be out. So he wasn't there to re-engage earlier in the fight in the first 2 rounds. He would get clipped a couple of times, but in that 3rd round, it kind of
How many rounds were they supposed to fight?
3. I think they do 3 rounds.
It was 11 seconds left, Leo.
Listen, when you get caught with no bare knuckles,
Oh,
but I know, it's crazy.
Dang.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and the thing is, he was up. He was winning.
For
But-
those 2 rounds,
Yeah, but the dude was just massive. He was just a big dude.
he was huge. So like, I mean, that's kind of, I don't know.
Yeah, he was. There's definitely a size.
That's the
difference.
definition of the
Let me see if I
puncher's
can-
chance, right there.
I'm gonna share the screen so because I know Los didn't see it. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna share this real quick. But yeah. So. And you can see the size difference from the guy. He's just a bigger guy. But and Leo was doing the right thing and moving out there, just tagging him. Huh? Look at that, just
And that's why
tagging.
he's in and out. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Clean.
He was doing it right. It's just
Eventually get
After
walked
this-
down and you run out of room sometimes.
yeah. It can.
See, I don't get like when you say bigger guy. I mean, Leo looks taller, like dude is thicker,
Yep.
right? So bigger. I'm thinking the dude is like bigger, like taller, bigger.
Nah,
Dude is
fair.
like little.
Yeah, he's a bigger guy though. It looks like he walks around probably at 205. Right.
Yeah, I don't think, like I said, I don't
He can
think- I don't
absorb
think
Leo's
Leo
punches.
I think Leo walks right around probably 185, 190.
Right. And he didn't drop the weight. Like usually somebody drops the weight, the least the division below you, your walk around weight. And because I think if Leo had fought at that level, he would have the power to knock somebody out, probably more power. But I think this guy didn't respect Leo's power. He's like, I can take these shots, and he's just gonna walk him down the whole time.
And that's what he did.
Yeah, he walked him down. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, he just kind of walked.
So in this 3rd round, he just kind of goes for broke because he knows that's where he's at, and he catches him with that left hook, and then he catches him a little bit with a body shot and a rock off left hook, and
yeah, takes the knee and all right. Yeah. So yeah, the guy's just got his head straight down torpedo style, and going for it and looking forward to trying to end the fight. So we're moving up. See his legs starting to go a little bit though. You can see his legs are starting to go a little bit. Yeah, his legs are starting to go. All that moving.
He wears on you in a boxing ring.
Yeah.
And this guy's stalking you down. That's a.
Yep. He said that's the whole thing. He's just trying to wear him down. He was right there though. Leo had about 23 seconds to make it out of. If he had made it out of there, he probably would have won this fight 2-1.
Yep.
Right there, just him moving.
He walked to that strong side when that hook came. I think he broke his nose. When you look at it in a minute, like it's set over.
Yeah. Chris, are you gonna do the bare knuckle?
Nah, man. I'm knocking on 40, bro. I'm not fighting no bare knuckle.
You Florida boys.
10 years ago for the right price, probably.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I gotta have some
40,
gloves on. I gotta have some gloves on if I'm fighting, man. I'm not that bare knuckle brawler guy.
You never got in a street fight?
I got into a lot of them, but
you'd be all right. Same thing.
Yeah, I'm saying.
He said, I knew what I knew, and I
street
didn't
fight,
know what I know.
Half the time, the street fight's gonna be over in 45 seconds. it ain't 3 3-minute rounds, 3 2-minute rounds or whatever. Walking in, no, it's gonna be over in 45 seconds. Like, yeah, that's it. That's gonna be about it.
Fair.
I did not see the knockout for the other knockout, the Wonder Boy knockout.
It wasn't a knockout.
Or TKO, whatever. What it was?
It was his hand was obliterated. He broke his hand. Kevin Holland broke his hand in round 1, and they went to war. That was a good fight. Los, you watch that fight?
I must have missed the war part because I just saw
Steven.
I just saw Steven just.
It was it was like you know what I mean. It was a good fight.
I mean, Steven's face was all jacked up, so he must have got hit with something. But no, I didn't see the earlier rounds. I had went out, and when I got to a TV that had it on, it was probably like the last 2 rounds I saw. Okay. Or right before he didn't come out for that last round.
Okay.
So that's what happened. He didn't come out the last round.
He didn't come out for the last round. His hand was just jacked up. They showed later on where he took his glove off, and even Wonder Boy was standing right there and looked at his hand like, oh, like that was bad. Like it was gross. You can look it up. You want to look it up and pull that up?
I'm good.
Yeah.
I got some videos with some pops and some snaps I can send you too.
I saw some of them. He was kicking, and I saw a clip. That's why I had on the things about pass. So he said that old motherfucker fast. I was like, oh.
Listen. It was good, man.
Oh yeah, that's not brand news. You know, some of our we are aware that this is a talented fighter here, Steve Wonder Boy Thompson.
You say he felt like, well, no, I'm saying like I go over there, get to go over there and spar with him sometimes. Like, no, he's on point. Like, he's quick, he's fast, like he's got good range. Like, man, Steven's good. Like, good. I was impressed. I'm not easily impressed with a lot of the MMA guys that I've been trained with, that I've gotten a chance to train with, at least in their striking. Obviously, I can't say a whole lot about their wrestling and jiu-jitsu. But striking wise, like he kind of understands it better than most.
All right. Yeah, it's not really much else, man. I'm gonna give me some rest. Pop this NyQuil. Try and get this all this up out of me. And anything else you guys want to talk about? Anything else you guys want to talk about?
Nope.
I'm good, my friend.
No more questions? Okay.
No, we're good, sir.
All right, so let's go.
This has been an experience for us. This was good.
Yeah. I hope everybody enjoyed it. I know some of y'all be like, I
gotta
talk karate. Talk karate more. Like, no, man. All we're gonna do is argue. I mean, all we're gonna do is complain about judging or what like this is
It's karate.
year
Man.
40. Like it's just the same argument, man.
Let's
Like
make this an
same
experience,
argument.
baby.
Yeah, it's from the 90s. Like 30 years of this, man. Anyway, what song should I go out with, man? Something for Los. Something he may know about. Get your old ass.